Hey there guys, Solo here, and I finally have the time to record and give you guys an update about what has been going on with me for the last few months. As you guys have noticed, for those who have just subscribed to my channel, or for those who are just viewing this for the sake of just viewing it, if you guys saw it by some random chance, or for those who have subbed to me and they saw this in their sub box or whatnot, you guys may have noticed that I have not been uploading for a long time. Other than the first and second parts of Senno Kenseki 3, before that I haven't uploaded a video in like, what, 5 or 6 months? I think the last one I did was the update, either the update or the boss fight with Cassius and Lewin and Trails of the Third, or Trails in the Sky the Third. So yeah, it's been a good minute since I actually uploaded anything, and there's a reason for that, so I'm going to give you guys a rundown. But before that, I'm going to tell you guys, thank you guys so much for the 900 subs. Honestly, I was actually kind of surprised whenever I did have access to the nets during those 5 months, and I saw how my sub count went from 800 to 900. I was actually very surprised about that. Though I have a feeling most of you guys came from that Persona 5 like compilation of the awakenings of all the protagonists, because I do remember making a card, like making a card of sorts or something, or like some sort of icon. I forgot what they're called already. Well, it's been a minute since I actually been in YouTube, but the annotations to subscribe to my channel at the end of that video, and I'm pretty sure that's what most of you guys came from. But even if that was the case, thank you guys so much for subscribing to me. And I'm sorry for those who have subscribed to me during those 5 months and I didn't upload anything. I truly am sorry, but a lot of things have been going on, which is the reason why I'm making this video. In any case, with that out of the way, it's kind of a fascinating story. Like, I won't tell like a long-winded story, but I'll tell you guys a good chunk of it, and I'll try to be as legit as possible, because I've always gave you guys a run around saying, oh, I've been busy, I've been doing this, I've been doing that. So sorry about that. And yes, I'm still kind of sick. Like, I'm getting over the cold, so any snot sniffles, I apologize in advance, or coughing in advance. So the main reason is because, okay, so before I actually get into the reason why I've been gone, let's actually backtrack a little bit before then. And if you guys remember on my last channel update, which was 5 or 6 months ago, I told you guys that my internet was not in the best condition, and it wasn't, and honestly it's still not. But this month I will be getting my internet back, and things are going to start going back my way. I'm still borrowing my brother's friend's internet for the time being, and I'm actually super grateful for him doing that for us, because I don't really know a lot of people that would do that. Well, these people I know around where I live. I don't know if some of you guys have friends that are actually willing to do that for you guys, but yeah, it's still not the best. That's part of the reason I did upload, because if I did upload, it probably wouldn't have worked out well. Not only that, after I made that video, it was like a day or so after I made that video, my computer died. Yeah, yeah, my computer died, unfortunately, and because of that, I couldn't really fix it. Now, but just saying, Sazolo, didn't you have a job? Couldn't you get it fixed? I could have, but that's part of the reason why I couldn't, because unfortunately at the time I didn't have a job. Now, when I was doing my boss runs, like around the time I was doing like Final Fantasy 7, which I've yet to complete. I don't know if I'm going to complete that or not. Final Fantasy 7 and Senno Kenseki. Well, I'm calling it Senno Kenseki. Well, it's the same thing, but Trails of Cold Steel 2. That's when I had a job, and unfortunately I quit that job because of unfortunate circumstances, and around that time I had another job too. But unfortunately, that's when things started going downhill. Now, for those who have experienced this kind of job, retail. Now, retail is like one of those jobs where almost anyone can get. But because of that, it's actually one of the worst jobs. Like, it's not worse as like being a waiter. I've never been a waiter, but I heard people who are waiters, like, they get paid less than retail jobs, unfortunately. So yeah, I was doing a retail job, and honestly, I've been doing retail for a good 3 or 4 years so far, and because of that, I've seen a lot of things, and a lot of things weren't going my way. And unfortunately, no matter what, it seemed like I couldn't escape the minimum wage part of things too. Like, I had like 3 jobs before that job I quit right around the time I was doing YouTube. And actually, it was during the time I was doing YouTube as well. I think I was working at another job that was paying me minimum wage when I started YouTube. That was when I was doing Arnold Search in front of ANZ 10. Yeah, I was doing minimum wage. And over here in Alabama, minimum wage is $2.75. I'm sorry, not $2.75. That'd be horrible. $2.75, $7.25. Excuse me. I think it raised like 8 or something. If not 8, it's still in the 7s. But around the time I was getting paid $7.25 still. And because of that, like, there was so much I couldn't get done. Now I was told that other states' minimum wage was like higher or lower. So again, I was probably in the middle, I guess. I don't know how other jobs from other states' minimum wage are, but yeah, I was getting paid $7.20. I was being part-time. Yeah, so $7.25. I was getting paid part-time, and for that, I wasn't really getting that many hours and getting that much money. And unfortunately, I was around a time I didn't really prioritize the right things to prioritize. Like, I would always try to like get things that I didn't really need, other than the things that I had to get. And because of that, I got myself in a hole. And because of that, a lot of things were going on. Like, I wasn't getting paid a lot. I wasn't getting enough hours. I wasn't getting enough money. I couldn't get anything. And before then, like, I was suffering through that for the last 3 or 4 years. And when I got my last job, right before I quit that one, I got a job after I quit that one. So sorry about that. My phone went off. And because of that, like, I was getting depressed because, like, a lot of things were going on. Like, I was in this loop. Like, I was in the loop of just getting paid so little, and at the same time, I wasn't really progressing. I was just in this endless loop. In fact, I think I made a channel update about me being upset. That was when I was going on a hiatus during my Trails of Cold Steel 2 boss run, and I was so depressed. I was really depressed. Like, I was starting to finally feel depression. Like, I never really experienced it at the time, obviously, but I was really depressed. Really, really, really depressed. And because of that, like, I ended up losing my job because I was so unmotivated. I was slacking off. I didn't do my job well. And then after that, that's when things went downhill. But because I lost my job, I lost the computer, I lost my net, and it made me realize on how much of a loop I was in. Because honestly, if I didn't lose my computer, I probably would have still been in this loop. But no, I decided to change my life afterwards. So during those 6 months, like the first month, I was in deep depression. Like, I'm not saying depression like I wanted to kill myself. No, I know people do that, but I was in a sort of depression. Like, I didn't want to do anything. I was just eating constantly. Like, I'm not fat, thank God, but I got a high metabolism, even at 25 years old. But I was eating. I was just not doing anything. I was playing my video games, the ones I had, of course, the ones I haven't beaten yet, because I bought so many when I did have a job, and I was just in a loop. I was trapped in this loop where I didn't want to do anything. But then something happened. I don't know what triggered it, but then something happened. Like, I told myself, is this the kind of life that I want? Is this honestly the kind of life I want? To be satisfied with minimum wage job. There was actually a point I was actually thinking, oh, having minimum wage jobs right now is just be alright, just work my way till retirement. No, that's not the kind of life I want. I want a better life. I want to do a lot better. I was so accustomed to settling for what I got, not aiming for more, not trying to go to the top. And yes, I have disadvantages. I stutter for one, and retail requires you to talk to public. And I kind of have an anxiety whenever I am talking out in public. And I don't, like, whenever I'm on YouTube, I do act kind of crazy, but, like, I gotta get to know you and, like, get to know you to act the same way. But if I'm a total stranger to you, I'm gonna be the most quietest person in the room, probably. But I had to ask myself, is this the kind of life I wanted? I don't. So, since I didn't have the internet, I had to go to a local library, which is like a mile and a half from here. I want to say a mile and a half to a mile. I forget, because I haven't walked there in a minute too, and I haven't even taken the bus there as well. So I done that for like a month or so, and it was actually getting me kind of upset because I was motivated to change my life, but at the same time I was getting kind of depressed still because no one was calling me back. I was like, are you serious? Like, I'm doing so much and like I'm gonna never get something. But I kept persisting. I was walking and taking the buses in the rain. I was getting sick. For those who are wondering, yeah, that's actually part of the reason why I'm probably getting sick more this year than any other time, because I was determined. I was getting sick, but it didn't stop me. I kept going over and over and over again, and before you know it, I finally got a call. But unfortunately, like, I can't say unfortunately, but I was grateful for finally got a job. I finally got a call that was like an $8.50 hour. I was like, $8.50 an hour job. And I was like, okay, cool. I finally went past minimum wage. Like, it's still minimum wage, but it's a lot better. Like at this time, I couldn't really look gift horse in the mouth, because I've been looking for a job for like 2 or 3 months at that time. And I finally got a call. I was like, thank you, Lord. So I decided to go ahead and do the job. And of course, it was like one of the worst positions ever. I had to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I was like, but I'm not a morning person. Some people probably are, but I am not a morning person by any means. So I was doing that job for like a month, and I was like, I'm grateful I finally got this job, but 4 o'clock in the morning is so hard for me, and I was able to do that for like a month and a half. Meanwhile, when I was doing it, I got another call. And I was like, okay, what's this? And honestly, like, again, I was slowly getting back into that loop of just saying, okay, I'll just settle for this job. But no, I decided to pursue the job even more. I pursued it for like another 2 weeks after I got like in the middle of that $8.50 job, and I decided to pursue it more. And that's when they called me. And then they decided to call me, and then they decided to say, okay, you can work here. So then I actually decided to look into it, and they actually hired me. I was like, okay, thank you. I got another job, but of course I couldn't work at both places because it was more of a conflict of interest. So I had to quit the one that had me work at 4 o'clock in the morning. And then before I knew it, like, I was told I was getting paid $10, which I was grateful for. I was like, $10 an hour? I'm happy. That's a lot better than what I've made in the whole time I've been doing retail. I've been doing my jobs ever since I've been starting jobs. But then I decided to look at it again, and apparently I'm getting paid $11. I was like, holy shit, are you freaking kidding me? $11 an hour? So I was ecstatic when I first heard it. I was like, oh my god, are you really fucking with me right now? Are you really screwing with me right now? Like, $11 an hour. And honestly, it made me feel real happy about that, because I finally got myself a job that I can be proud of working, and I can see myself working at it for a long time. It's just I gotta put in the devotion and effort and the motivation into it to keep it, to get my life back on track. And I was just grateful for it. I was really grateful for it. The only gripe about it is this has weird hours. I work from 9 at night. No. I work at nighttime to the morning. I think I work like 5 or 6 hours, I think, around that time. But it's like 5 days a week. I'm still not accustomed to working 5 days a week, but at this point, I'm just grateful. I am really grateful. So I'm getting a good paycheck every 2 weeks, and thus I'm happy. I'm really happy. Of course, with the meal money, I got my computer back. I got some other things coming. Like I said, the net is going to be coming back in the middle of this month. Hopefully things work out, and I'm going to be going back. And because of that, and again, it's because of what I said earlier about I'm glad the computer died on me, because if it didn't, I wouldn't be having this mindset, because I want to aim for higher. I want to do a lot more. I wasn't taking my Japanese seriously, like I said. So, I mean, even though I haven't really been studying Japanese for the last few days, I do want to learn Japanese. I am actually learning how sentence structure works, and different tenses. Like Japanese has present and past tense, or sorry, future and present and past separate. So there's so many things I want to do. Like I actually want to move to Japan. I want to do. My goal is to try to learn the language at least when I'm around 30 and try to move there. Like there's so much things I want to do now. Like I want to aim for higher. But of course, it's kind of frustrating because I'm just starting to get things back to where it was, and I got to aim from there. So it's going to take me a minute before I can get things back. So that's probably all I want to talk about. I will just notice since I'm recording on Audacity that I'm getting to the 16-minute mark. So I've been doing a bit of ranting of sorts. So that's what's been going on, guys. That was the reason why. And well, you guys know why I really haven't been recording. Again, guys, thank you guys for the 900 subs. I really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I'm almost there to the 1,000 sub mark. I'm looking forward to seeing my channel whenever I go to my channel just to see how my videos are doing, and I see 1K right beside the subscriber mark. That would make me happy. And again, I'm not saying this just for you guys to feel pity for me. I'm not saying this, guys, just to feel sorry for me. I'm not trying to do this for views. I'm doing this mainly because I feel like the people who actually do like legitimately watch my stuff, they should have the right to know why I've been out of the loop for so long. Because you guys are awesome. And honestly, one thing I could ask for you, like, even though this could be contradiction to what I say, is be more active for my videos. I don't want to force it on you guys, but I like it whenever I see comments on my videos and I talk to you guys back. I may not be able to always respond to them, but you guys know me. I try to respond to them as soon as I can. But again, I'm not forcing it. I would love it, but not forcing it. That's probably all I really wanted to talk about. Yeah, so there's that, and I don't know what kind of music I'm going to have in the background. It might be completely silent, who knows. So I guess for the next few weeks, I'm going to just expect a few more Nintendo Kentucky 3 videos, and I think I'm going to start another project, who knows. I mean, I am actually ordering Dragon Quest 11 to import, so I might try to do that, but that game was goddamn long, I bet. I mean, Dragon Quest 8 was long as hell too, so I can't imagine doing that game, but we'll see. There's also some other games that I did buy. I kind of want to do a boss run of, both old and new games too. And you know, it's kind of funny that I'm saying that too, because during my break, I was playing some old games that, again, I've yet to finish. Like, my brother, he, on my PSN account, he bought Wild Arms. And it's actually pretty fun. I gotta get Wild Arms 3 through whatever the latest Wild Arms game is. Sorry, Wild Arms, in case I was talking too fast. I was playing Wild Arms 1. That game was actually pretty fun. Wild Arms 2 is pretty good as well. But I think like one story a lot better. The battle system of the second one is better than the first one, but the first one's story is better than the second one, in my opinion. So there's that. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna end it here, but I'm gonna take a chill pill for the rest of the day and get myself ready, because I gotta go to my new job that pays me $11 an hour. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to gloat, but I'm a lot better than I was when I first started. So if you guys have any comments you guys want to say about what I've been going through, or if you guys want to share your own experience about what you guys been going through, like any heavy experiences. Like, I don't want this video to be a kind of video you can just say and not worry about any repercussions for somebody. I mean, there's going to be trolls out there, obviously, but don't worry, you guys don't have to worry about that. If you guys have something you guys want to like spill and say, oh, I've been going through this too, then please let me know, because I actually want to know the status of how my subs are doing. So with that, guys, thank you guys so much for listening to me. I know it's been long-winded because I have a tendency to go on a tangent for some reason. So, like I'm going on a tangent right now, which is kind of funny when I'm saying that. So anyway guys, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for listening. Take care.